That's it for you, my dude. Pop, pop, pop. There you go. Nikomi is out of there with a Dimir Do Nothing. Okay. Fantastic. I love the old Dimir Do Nothing classic. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I'm your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Boros Warriors. The question is, are they back? Well, they are reloaded. They are rebalanced. And they are here. Weapons blazing, armor on, completely ready to destroy. They're ready for war, guys. All right. Now you're saying, what do you mean? What do you mean new warriors? This is new stuff. Well, guys, okay, don't throw your phone into a volcano, okay? I know you're going to want to when you hear this. But this is going to be a Boros Alchemy warrior deck. Okay, just calm down. Just calm down. I have your standard options for you. I want to see what Alchemy has to offer. Alchemy is a very, very fine format. I do really like it. And it's something new this late in the season. You know what I mean? It's something new this late in the season, so let's try it out. Let's see if it shakes up the meta. Let's see if these improvements and different cards can really kind of dig in there and change things up. So, before we get down to the nitty-gritty here, the shakedown breakdown, I need you to do something for me. Do you know what I need? Tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button, or else, well, guys, the like and subscribe will come and brutally maul you if you don't. I mean, he will just rip you apart with his robot arm and light cycle. So tenderly press that like button for me. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for the live stream of goodness. Big shout out to our first time streamer, Lady Perudabo. Welcome. You can check out our Discord community for all the latest news and information. We'd love to have you there in the Discord with the new competitive spoilers and everything else. This deck and all the other ones I build are available down below on my AetherHub in case you're interested. And of course, the month of April, we are having a sponsor. Do you know what that is? Your boy's a legit YouTuber because HelloFresh is sponsoring all of us this month of April. Check out the pinned comment for the best deals in HelloFresh. Yes, you can get 16 free boxes, like $100 worth of savings for the best in meal kit boxes, courtesy of J Villain. You can help support the channel that way, and you get free desserts as well. And I will personally give you some pack codes. Yeah, that's right. Out of my own personal pack code stock, if you sign up for HelloFresh, just contact me through Discord and you'll get some pack codes. So, what are we starting with? Probably one of my favorite red warriors, and we're going to be using Fireblade Charger. 1 red mana and a 1/1. As long as Fireblade Charger is equipped, it has haste. When Fireblade Charger dies, it deals damage equal to that power to any target. So you know I love creatures that punish the opponent for removing them off the board. Down in Flames in his Destination is a dirty. This is a great one. If we equip it, and we can equip early, we can equip, usually not turn 1, but turn 2. We can equip pretty early and get him out there. The more we make him powerful, we can win the game. If we have him like at 10 power, if we just load him down with equipment, we can explode him, and they don't have a choice. They either block him and he dies, or and he explodes, or they take the damage and they die. So very, very useful little warrior here. Very, very deadly. Leather armor. Now, the reason I'm going back to leather armor is because that little bit of a ward, and you can activate it once a turn for 0, nothing. It basically has 0 activation cost. It's 1 to put down, a little bit of toughness in ward 1. A really easy way to get the modified status, which we're going to want for our Kami's Flames. And we're also going to want to stack those ward effects, because that is a new thing that they've added with all of these warriors, is these ward effects. We're going to show you some of them coming up. So we're throwing a little bit of leather armor in there. Dwarfhold Champion. Pretty solid armored warrior type thing here. Dwarf warrior, 1 white and 1, 3/1, and it gets +2 as long as it's equipped. And she's going to be equipped. And she already, the new rebalance sheet comes with ward 1. So you're thinking that turn 1 leather armor, turn 2 Dwarfhold Champion. Guess what? On turn 2, we have a 3/4 ward 2 dwarf warrior. That is not easy to destroy. First of all, ward 2 means they need to pay 2 mana to affect it with any spell. If we went first, there's very few spells that can kill that that are going to cost 3 or less mana or something like that, because they're going to have to get that ward. So you can go really, really aggressive and get that protection on there very, very quickly with Dwarfhold. Start locking up their mana with ward. Plate armor is another great one. Equip creature gets +3/+3 and has ward 1. Give them both armor. Give them leather and plate. And equip 3, however, it's pretty expensive, but it's cheap to put down. 1 white and 1, but it's 1 less for each other equipment you control. So it can eventually just be cheap. It can eventually be free. The more equipment you have on the board. So very, very deadly. +3 in ward 1. Again, make them work for those kills. If they want to hit direct removal on you, if they want to blast you out, make them pay that mana, lock them out. Kor Blademaster, you know we got to do it. Why her over? A lot of people are going to say, how come you're not going to do Halvar? Halvar's a little expensive. You can do Halvar if you want him to. He's not a bad choice. If you want to put him in the sidebar, sure, yeah, I don't care. Halvar's not a bad choice. Sword of the Realms is a bad choice. Kor Blademaster is a little faster, and I do really like the fact that she's a little faster. We don't want to get bogged down in this one. This deck kind of dies in the bog down. We really want to hit hard and hit fast with this one. Kor Blademaster, 1/1 double strike. Equipped warriors you control have double strike. We are going to be equipping everybody. Everybody's getting armor, swords, plates, shields. We are getting the weapons out for this one. Armory Veteran. I don't think almost anybody ever played this, but with the enhancement of ward, pay 2 life, as long as it's equipped, it has menace. It's a little better. Menace and equipment is not bad either. And that ward of pay 2 life, especially when you start stacking stuff on it, like if you put plate armor on it, he's a 5/5 with menace, ward 1, and pay 2 life. He's not easy to get rid of. And he has menace swinging in. He can really become, well, I hate to use a little bit of a pun here, guys. He can really become a menace on the board. He is rebalanced, and I think he's going to be effective. I think he is definitely going to be effective on the board, especially stacking all of these ward abilities. Yeah, this one's for toast. Arms Scavenger. This is our only, so this is what I want to tell you. This is our only actual Alchemy card. This is the Alchemy exclusive card. 2/2 warrior, 1 red and 1. At the beginning of your upkeep, draft a card from Arms Scavenger spellbook, then exile it until the end of turn. You may play that card. Equip abilities you activate cost 1 less. That's what he have activated. So everything costs 1 less to activate. Your equipped abilities, that means your leather, well, your leather's already cheap. Your plate armor, your mauls, all your abilities, and all his whole spellbook. His whole spellbook of stuff that the Arms Scavenger is going to have is going to be cheaper. He's got a lot of different stuff here. He's got colossal hammers. He's got all kinds of shields, gloves, armor, knives, everything. So really, really interesting stuff here. And if you don't want him, if you want to run standards, put a Kargan Intimidator. This is the rebalanced Kargan Intimidator, but if you don't want him, definitely a Kargan Intimidator can fill his spot very, very nicely. Kami's Flare is going to be a fantastic one, especially since everything is going to be modified. Equipment, auras you control, and counters are all modifications. So basically, anytime anybody's equipped, they're going to get extra damage to the controller. So you do 3 damage to a target creature or planeswalker, and 2 damage to that controller. That could really make a difference. That's 5 damage for 2 mana, 1 red, and 1. So that's really, really good. I really like that one, and especially, generally speaking, we're always going to have such equip. 3 Maul the Skyclave. 3 Maul the Skyclave. For sure, Maul the Skyclave. Probably one of the best pieces of equipment to come out. When Maul the Skyclave enters the battlefield, it automatically attaches it. It gives you flying, first strike, and +2/+2. You go flying through the air anime style and bring the gigantic hammer down. And it just explodes into a giant explosion crater of shrapnel and slow-mo anime style, like I said. Maul the Skyclaves, the piece of equipment is not in Armory Veteran's retinue there, so we definitely want to add it in. Really, really solid piece of equipment. A-Kargan Battlemaster, Warleader. I was always on the fence about this one, but I definitely think it's it's worth it now. 1 red and 1 white and 1 3/3. Ward 1 for her and other warriors you control. have ward 1. So again, stacking all of these ward abilities, protecting the warriors, boosting the warriors. That's all what we're feeding into here. With armor, with bonuses, with enchantments, well, not really enchantments, with armor, equipment, and captains. And remember, this stacks. If you have 3 of her out, all the warriors have ward 3 and +3/+3. And then if you put plate armor in it, it's ward 4. And then if it's plate armor on an armory veteran, it's ward 4, pay 2 life, and he is now a 5/5. And then, you know, it just keeps stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking. Really, really, really gets dangerous as you go along. And then, of course, we're going to finish it off with A-Bruenor Battlehammer. 5/4 dwarf warrior. He got a little buff and toughness there. 1 white, 1 red. Each equipped creature you control gets +2 for each equipment attached, and then you can, of course, attach a target equipment you control to target creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery and only once each turn. Really, really useful dwarf warrior token here. Warrior here. The little trick that you can do if you have Bruenor out, if you have Arms Scavenger, guess what? Use Colossal Hammer if you know you have Bruenor, because you can attach Colossal Hammer for free, and it's 10/10 and loses flying. So when you have to make sure that it's dead, 10/10 and flying, and then it gets a double strike, it's a 20/20. Yeah, Bruenor can attach Colossal Hammer for free. So very, very cool stuff there. 1 Cave of the Frost Dragon, 1 Eiganjo, Seat of the Empire, 6 Plains, 2 Den of the Bugbears, 6 Mountains, 1 Sokenzan, Crucible, Defiance, 4 Needleverge Pathways, 2 Sundown Passes there. And we're going to do that. Again, if you don't want to use the Alchemy cards or the Rebalance cards, you certainly don't have to. You can do the Kargan Intimidators. We're going to look at it here. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Okay, so this is the new stat screen here, by the way. Alchemy, 26 creatures, 11 non-creatures, 2.1 average, pretty aggro, 26 all total, all warriors, 4 instants, 7 artifacts, 23 lands total. A little bit more red than white, but I like to keep it balanced. Not really a big issue there. And then we're going to slide that up. And then that's what we're looking at here. 1, and then really living at 2. A few on 3. Really, A-Kargan Warleader is our biggest 1 and 3 in Maul, and then only 2 on 4. So we're really, really going aggressive with the 2s here. A lot of 2s and a lot of 1s. Really trying to come out the gate, swinging aggressively, hitting them hard, hitting them fast, getting that double strike in, and pounding it out. Just absolutely just giving him a brutal, brutal beating, and leaving him just completely spent and used. You know what I mean. You guys get it. It came out a lot more sexual than I wanted, but there you go. So let's get into it. We are ranking up at Platinum. Yeah, let's just go. Let's just try it. Again, if you don't want to run this Alchemy, you can run it standard. Don't worry, I'll upload both in the AetherHub, so go check out both. Here we go, boys and girls. Lady Puradabo. Oh, he's brought his lady with him. Well, welcome, Lady Puradabo. It is a pleasure. Saba. Oof. Okay. Well, if I do Dwarfhold on Arms, let's do that. Boros. I mean, Demir. We need to find a beach and play Magic there. Huh. It's a good idea. We'll set up a festival. We'll set up a Magic festival. We'll call it Magic on the Beach. We'll call it the Glorious Azorius Magic Festival. Beaches are Azorius, by the way. I don't know if you know that. But beaches are 100% Azorius. Okay. Just rent a big old beach house and have a bunch of tables and have a Magic by the Beach. The Glorious Azorius Beach Magic Tournament of Magic. And Sava said, no thank you. Welcome, Lady Perudabo. Welcome for coming by. Thank you for coming by. My lady. Tips cap. I'll tell you what, when I get 100,000 subscribers, we'll put together a villain festival. Atreides MTG. Ah, good member of House Atreides. Excellent. I would hate to find out you are Harkonnen. Oh, yeah, I figured, yeah, you get in the tank top. Speaking of which, in case anybody else is interested in merch, thanks to Clever Sounds, it's all discounted. Clever Sounds came in with the tier 3 sub, so all of the merch is discounted right now. Get ready for spring, get ready for summer, get whatever you need. Mongo Pool. OG Senpai, bro, it's been a while, man. We missed you. Oh, Clever Sound is the raid captain today. You bought it without even knowing what it does. You decide who I raid. Is the Bob Ross Twitch channel running 24/7? Someone didn't realize they didn't have enough whatchamacallit out there. World So Cold. Oh, God, I can't remember that song. Give me a little help. Give me a little help. Get me started, man. Oh, Tanuki, the Nash Villains. Howlhenge Wrangler. Jeez. I'm not seeing anybody use that one. Mudvank. Cold was so cold, we isn't that the one? Cold was so cold, we Drift freaking Ronin. Where's he been? Oh. That's Static X, I apologize. Mea culpa. Hiding from my singing? Yeah, good. That's a good play. That's a good thing to do, bro. You should be. You should be, bro. I'm gonna kill that thing, dude. There you go. I actually can sing pretty good. It's hard to sing quietly. I actually don't have that bad of a voice, believe it or not. Oh look, Howling Beast Henge. No, that's just a 5/5, that ain't no thing. Oh, Howlhenge Wrangler, another one. Let's put out this guy. No attacks. There we go. The Xenobites were angels to some and Dinos to other. I think it's Cenobites. I think it's with a Z. Is it Cenobite or is it Xenobite? Hellraiser went real off the rails. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Did you ever see the one that the Rick and Morty that were making fun of the Cenobites? They like Jerry because he's so cringe. He causes them pain, and they like pain. So they like to hang out with Jerry because he's so fucking. Because Cenobite. Because I always thought the reason I know that is because I think that's why they named Grand Cenobite Elish Norn is the Grand Cenobite, or maybe I have them confused. See? It's, well, in Magic it's spelled Cenobite. Well, it could be different. I don't know how Clive Barker did it. I know in Magic, Elish Norn, who is Zekleen, who's the real. I mean, if we're talking goth waifus, I mean, she is the horror goth waifu. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think you can actually call her a woman, even though they call her a woman. I honestly am not even sure if that legally counts anymore, because she has really ascended beyond the need for gender anymore. There she is. What a beauty. Look at that. Body on her, huh? Literally. Look at the body on her. Okay, so let's do plate armor. Let's do Arms Scavenger. Let's do this plate armor on that guy. Yeah. It's going to be 28 points of damage. Cenobons. 14. You better check you gotta get your eyes checked, man. That's 28 damage going in, my dude. That's 28 damage going in. Soul Food. I want to see the new Elesh Norn, man. Elesh Norn, listen. I love the fact that this is a white creature. She's like, I'm the good guy. Oh yeah, Zodium. Yeah, we ain't messing around. We're going in for 28 points of damage, bro. If we had trample, we'd be hurting. Yeah. Oh yeah, Zodian. Oh yeah. Order blockers, it doesn't matter, bro. They're all dead. Douche, douche. There you go. He also currently has Ward 1 and turn. Sorry I keep showing you Elesh Norn Grand Cenobite. She's just an amazing woman, you know? The real girl, I love her girl boss attitude, you know? We always talk about girl bosses and nowadays, and this is really a woman who really came into her own by being an unspeakable blood monster. And I think that's really an aspiration that a lot of young girls today can live up to. I think that's positive. You don't have to be a CEO or, you know, a Supreme Court judge or anything. You can ascend beyond mortal flesh and become an unspeakable blood monster in charge of some sort of insane religious mechanical sect and rule an entire plane of existence as some sort of dark god. And I think that message, I think, is going to resonate with a lot of people. I don't think that today people hear that message enough. Abandon all flesh and reason and ascend to beyond madness and apotheosis. You know what I mean? Better role models. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, her, Dava. You know, it's... Okay, so what we're going to want here is this kite sail. Alright? The trick about the kite sail, right, is what you do is you snap it right on there. You clip the wings right on A-Bruenor Battlehammer, right there. Alright, then you hit the Kami's flare there. Boof, boof. Alright, that's good. And then you're going to want to go in for 30... What's that? 32 points of damage? Yeah, he's extra dead. There you go. He got the extra dead right there. That's the deluxe dead. That's the... You got to spring extra for the dead. That's the deluxe premium package dead right there. Green, once you get the toughness a certain point against green doesn't usually have any direct removal, like just destroy target creature. They usually just have fights. So, generally, they're usually out of control. Alright, we made back into Platinum 2. So we have the red Phyrexian, by the way. We have the red Phyrexian coming out. So we have the green, the blue, the red. The black one, I mean, they're saving the best for best. The black Phyrexian is the hardcore dude. He's a real monster. And then, of course, Elesh Norn. Will be the white one. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have to wait. Return to Dominaria, we might see one of them. But we're not going to see one in the Brothers' War. So we may not see Elesh Norn until next year. Which is sad news for friends of blood and badness. You know, it's oh, a lot of Forsaken Crossroads here. What was he hitting here? Blue, blue, black, blue. Okay. Colossal Hammer. Tormentor's Helm. Goldvein Pickaxe. I actually like Goldvein Pickaxe. Necro Duality. Okay, so we already know what's going on here. We're going to need that Mirror Shield. We're going to need this Armory Veteran. Orzhov Planeswalker. I don't know. I don't think she's going to be Orzhov because New Phyrexia has pretty strict color kind of combinations. They don't kind of twist them. So I don't really know if she's going to be able to hit that. If she has ascended to Planeswalker, she might be, since they know how to apparently complete a Spark now. So that's going to be interesting to see. She'll probably be mono white. None of them have been mixed color so far. They've all just been the same thing. Champion of the Parish, very nice. It would be interesting to see if she has ascended and become a Planeswalker. That would be interesting. He hit 3 Champion of the Parish, he hit 4 Champion of the Parishes, bro. Don't know how much I can do with that, guys. He bingoed 4 Champion of the Parishes. Amazing, bro. Well, he hit 3 of them. That's pretty disgusting. Yeah, that's God draw right there, bro. I don't know. I don't know how much I can do about that. Off the fucking dick, dude. Off the first 14 cards. Question is, can I do 10 damage? That's gonna be 11. It's gonna be 19. Yeah, you got a zombie Scoot Squirm right there, man. That's not the Colossal Hammer. The Colossal Hammer might have done it. So let's do that. Almost got there, man. Almost got there. There, but for the grace of God. Pretty close. I'm actually shocked. Pretty close on that one. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Hitting that many Zombo boys in a row is a son of a bitch. I didn't hit any removal either. Yeah, 2 points shy, man. A little piece of a better piece of equipment or something like that. We would have got him. Hey, what's up, Raven? We ain't seen you in a while, bro. Where you been hiding at? Hey, thank you for coming by, Country Fried. Don't forget to check out Country Fried on YouTube. He keeps it fried and he keeps it country, so, you know. Nest building? Oh, okay. Because you're a burb. This is real bad, and we're going to have to mull down to... Wow. This game just was like, nah, fam, you good, bro. Jeez Louise. Good lord, man. He gave me no creatures and a bunch of mana. Lord have mercy, bro. Shuffler said, you winning too much, homie. You gotta go, man. I did not see Witness Protection. I have not been keeping up with New Capenna, to be perfectly honest with you. I just have not had the time. Hey, what's up, Trey Daddy? Let's do that. Warleader. He has Ward 2 now on him, so to hit with a direct, he needs a... You took a deep dive into it? That's good to hear, my dude. I'm glad. Okay. Oh, that's the one that he stole. Okay. Okay, that's the one that he stole. Doof. Okay, we're gonna get gained and drained out there. Of my Mardu Dungeons. Yeah, Mardu Dungeons is Mardu Dungeons don't play around, bro. Mardu Dungeons can get it. Mardu Dungeons can get it in, bro. He's gonna sack that. Not a bad idea to sack that. Get a little bit more card action there. Alright. I'm worried that he's going to have a Invoke Despair immediately. I'm probably going to be the next card up is going to be the Invoke Despair. Usually turn 5 Invoke Despair is what we're thinking here. And it's a Shambler. It's a Shambler Bambler, Banana Faniful Fambler, and a City Connoisseur when I have no cards in my hand. So that was not really a good idea. I'm gonna hold on to that guy, and I'm gonna send in yeah, Mardu Dungeons fucks, man. Mardu Dungeons is very dangerous. Alright, let's hit that. Kerbango. He might be trying to hook me out, honestly. If he's generating treasure, if he's generating that much boost with treasure, I don't know. Portuguese. Oh, tudo bem. Painful Bond. Okay. Where's the Invoke, man? Where's the Invoke? That's what I'm really surprised if he doesn't put down the Invoke. Sanguine Brushstroke. Whenever you cast a spell, you lose 1 life. Okay. Mardu. I mean, my Mardu decks, nobody likes them. Listen, man. I know people like when I run Gruul. I know I got a lot of Gruul fans in here. But damn if people did not completely ignore that Gruul Legends deck. And that's probably the most winningest deck that I've ran this season. And people just did not react to that Gruul Legends deck at all, bro. They were just like, pass, dude. I don't want any Gruul. Which is kind of par for the course when it comes to Gruul, bro. It's a real shame, but it was probably one of the best decks that I made. It's absolutely bangs, and it was very sad to see that it just did not get received well. Yeah, I mean it did, but just nobody's interested. I know my audience, man. Azorius and Gruul just do not get received well when I put them down. That's just the long and short of it. There's the hook, as expected. The funny thing is people are still clicking on that video, even though it says in giant red letters across it, April Fools. So it's unclear as to what they're expecting when they click that video, but people are still clicking that video. It's still got, at midnight that night, I put April Fool's joke, and like it's still getting clicks, so I guess people just want to see what it is. Shambling Ghast. Hey, listen, man. The price of Simic deck has been well established. Okay, man. It is easy as pie to get a Simic deck out of me. It's the easiest thing in the world. 100%. Absolutely the easiest thing to get in the get a Simic deck out of me. Okay, does you know what the price is? It's probably the only video that has a set price. You know. And listen, I'm not gonna half-ass it either. You know, it's not gonna be just some, oh yeah, well you do this, you do that. I'm gonna really invest, give you the best Simic deck that you got coming. Which what was my comment? Oh, I always say some smart stuff to CGB. The funny thing is, I'll say some crazy shit to him, and he'll heart it, which is funny. Those are funny to me. Let's swing in. Yeah. No, he always is. I mean, and he knows me. He's come to the stream a couple of times, so. And then there's a few people that like aren't in on the joke because I'll put something really insulting. I'll be like, you know, he'll put out like a Azorius deck, and I'll be like, wow, CGB, it's really nice to see you flexing your muscles and playing something besides control. And he'll heart it. And people will be like, actually, CGB is well known for playing control. And I'm like, and people just they're not in on it. So that's kind of funny. No, he's not here. Oh, that's the hook. He gets -1. Good kill, man. Solid mono black kill right there, man. Solid mono black kill right there. Who bought him the sub on my channel when he was here? Who bought him a sub? I can't remember. Was it Stignox? Oh, I don't remember. Yeah. Yeah, it was Stig. Which is ironic, considering. Twice. Yeah, he bought him 2 subs, which is kind of funny. 2 subs and sandwiches. Wow, this game. Wow, man. This shuffler, bro. Doing me dirty, bro. Alright, let's throw Maul away. Let's do red. Oh, Golgari. Golgari. Oh, let's go for the Relic Axe for right now. It's probably going to play Capenna. If we're being honest, Drift Ronin. Let's see. Does this guy really want to get an explosion of 3 to the face? No, he took out the axe. Oh, not a bad idea. Shield of the Realm. Treasure, Dueling Rapier. Let's do Dueling Rapier. I don't know what the abbreviation. Sometimes it's part of it, and sometimes it's the abbreviated code. So it could be like Capenna. Oh, there's Vorinclex. I don't think that's gonna help, my dude. Honestly, that ain't it. Lance, Pickaxe. All right. Watch this. Got him. Take that, Vorinclex. Go back to Phyrexia. Does anybody know what the We'll see who is the Pine Cone. I don't know what that is. SNC is your bet, so Streets of New Quebec. Is that the 3-digit code? Is that the 3-digit abbreviation? I was just going to ask that. Is SNC what their official abbreviation is? Yeah, it's probably play SNC then, yeah. For a while they weren't doing that, and then they changed it. Like play, I remember when I first started in the beta, it was play Ixalan. You actually had to write Ixalan in there. All right, let's do that. Let's do okay. Discard. Jousting. Cliff Sail. Could really use a mana right now. Hey, good night, Zodium. Thank you for coming by. Don't forget to click that HelloFresh. Don't forget to click that HelloFresh button right there, Zodium. We are sponsored by HelloFresh. You get a free pet code when you order, by the way. So that's something, right? You guys like packs? Colossal Hammer, Tormentor's Helm. So I only really grab Tormentor's Helm when I have a Bruenor, because he can add that. Tormentors. Tormentors, I guess. Discard 2 cards. Oof. Okay, that one. Arms Wanderer and Eiganjo. I don't know why he did that. Tormentor's Helper, Scavenge Blade. That's pretty good, but A-Kargan Warleader's got to come out. Let's do that. What if Zodium is trying to cut down on salt? Well, lucky for you that HelloFresh has low sodium options and healthy options for you, in case you're interested. Ooh, Boots of Speed, Axe. Let's get that Axe going. That's it for you, my dude. Pop, pop, pop. There you go. Nikomi is out of there with a Dimir Do Nothing. Okay. Fantastic. I love the old Dimir Do Nothing classic. Thank you so much, Lady Parad Dabo. That's why I like Kami's Flare. Any kind of equipment or counter deck, Kami's Flare is your key removal there. That extra 2 damage can really sneak up on people, man. It can really, but Arms Scavenger, yeah, that was what was missing in this deck. Absolutely. Alright, boys, we had a pretty good run there. Solid. Pretty solid. Could it be tightened up? I think we could tighten up the screws. Think of probably a little bit more removal. Maybe a little bit less equipment if we're going to run that many, arms dealers. I think that if we have that many arms dealers, maybe we don't need that much equipment, but pretty solid overall. We're going to export it, and absolutely, I really did enjoy it. I think that it's Boros Warrior certainly is going to have a place. When you can get it off, when you get comboed off, you're really good, and I do think the ward helps in the early game. Probably not so much the late game, but against more aggro stuff that are trying to control you out the gate, I do think that the ward does come in extremely handy. And again, the only thing that I'm using in this that is directly from Alchemy is going to be the arms dealer. And if you want to go wide with it, if you just want to do non-Alchemy card altogether, like you just can't have, you want to do a standard version unbalanced, you can do Kargan, and that'll fit you just fine there. So because I put the Armory Veteran and Arms Scavenger, I'm sorry, not Armory Veteran, but Arms Scavenger is the only specific Alchemy card in there. So everything else is going to be standard. Even though they're rebalanced, they're a little bit better, you can still run a version of this. So, you know, that's all, guys. I'm going to leave it right there. Pretty solid overall, guys. Until next time, I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.